Hi, my name is Kevin Small, and we're going to look today at how we can visualize vault data as a graph. And the flow is what you see in this diagram here, where what this repo does is it takes data from on-chain, some data from June and some from RPC calls, and it puts it all together into a GraphML format. In GraphML, we can use in any graph visualization tool, but the one we're going to look at today is Gephi because it's free, cross-platform, and it makes pretty pictures like this. So when we take the Ethereum mainnet vault data today and we view it as a graph, this is the kind of output we can get. We get these kind of nice flower kind of shapes. And the pattern is always at the center of the flower is the asset, and then the edges link the asset to all the vaults that it belongs to, that it's in. And the size of the circle is the value, represents the value in dollars of the assets under management. So savings DAI is like one of the biggest, and it's got DAI as its asset. And DAI is also an asset in a whole bunch of other vaults, one of them being this DDAI V3 here. So if we start off looking at the repository itself, let's have a look here. So the repository, standard folder structure, we've got contracts, dummy ones just to give us ABI. We don't do any deployments. And the heart of it all is really living in the source folder here. We have some data files for storage during processing, the inbound files from June, data whilst it's being processed, and then the resulting finished GraphML files. And we have some reference data of pricing that we also get from June. And the script here is what we process. The controller is what orchestrates the whole thing. It calls the June queries to get our data. Step 2 is to enrich the data that we get from our June query with the full vault data and discard any records that are not vaults. And then we build the GraphML at the end, ready to be used in some other tool in Gephi like this. So this is the vault data from Ethereum mainnet as of today. And yeah, we can see some of the vaults are quite big. This one here is staked USD one. We can see there's about 1.6 billion in assets under management. And we can check that against here. And we can see that staked USDE is indeed 1.6 billion or thereabouts of TVL. And the asset is USDE, and we can see its other vault here. It's got another vault there. And we can view all the ones that we would expect to see. There's wrapped with PUFETH as the biggest vault. Over here we've got this savings DAI that we saw on the first slide. So we can hover over any of these to see whether either the asset or the vault. And we can also see the underlying data. I mean, this is just tools. I'm showing you how Gephi works here, really. But this is the underlying data that we're using. So you can search for things here, and then you can say, show me this on the graph view. And then when I come back to the graph view, it selects that. And similarly, I can see the properties from here if I want to see any further properties about that node. So yeah, really, really nice tool and a different way to visualize the vault data that we've got on chain at the moment. I hope you found it interesting. Thank you.